real quick message. Real quick. I may have to call this pulling back the many layers of witchcraft in the hood, because this is the energy that I'm picking up on, and it's also what God wants me to come on here and speak up about, you know, because it was all a setup. Whoever you had children from, whoever you have children by, it was all a setup. For most of you, what you don't know is these men sought after you to intentionally get you pregnant. These men knew you and knew of you way before you even knew them. For a lot of you, these men knew people in your family. Because you got to think about it now. I'm talking to my young people. Y'all step to the front of the class. The class, step to the front of the message. Listen, you got to think about it. And all my OGs and all my queens and, all my strippers and drug dealers. Y'all, you got to understand, right? These people, these men that you had children with, they're 10 years, 15 years, 20 years older than you. And you think they don't know your parents? You think they don't know your family? Specifically, your mother and your father. Whoever you had children with, they knew your mother and your father when you was a child. Okay? Listen, don't. No, I rebuke that. We finna pull back the many layers of generational curses in the hood. All these generational hood curses. So, for a lot of you, your baby daddy was your parents' supplier. I'm your pusher. I'm that nigga in the alley. I'm your pusher, man. That's what he was, right? So your parents put him on to you because they owed the D-man, the dope man. So they're like, oh, you could just, have my daughter. You can ruin her life, fuck her up, fuck her over, curse her bloodline. Because, see, your dad and your mother, they already had cursed their bloodline. They already had cursed the women and the children in their bloodline. So what they wanted you to do, what they wanted to be done in your life was to hook you up with, a warlocks that could curse your bloodline. That's what your parents sold you off to. Your local dope boy. Because they owed the dope man anyways. Even if they didn't owe the dope man, they wanted to curse your bloodline. That's why I say it's all a setup. Whoever you had kids from, it's all a setup to keep you stuck and trapped and stagnated and tied to people that paid to be in your life. These people paid to be in your life. These men, when your dad offered you to the dope man, his whatever he owed was clean. White clean. Same with your mother. She owed the dope man. It was white clean. This man pop up in your life like he just met you. When he been stalking you, he been eyeing you, and like I said, you could be anywhere or was at the time 18, 19, 20. And this man, 10 years, 15 years, 20, for some of you, 20 years older than you, 25 years older than you. know your daddy, your uncle, your mama, served them all. You have no idea. This man pop up in your energy like he just met you. When he's been stalking you, just waiting for a perfect time. For a lot of you, I'm getting specifically your dad, right? This is what your dad did. Went into your money, like money that was left for you, inheritance money, right? And he gave it to your baby daddy or whatever. So when your baby daddy come in, your baby daddy will be able to, show you a good time, buy you nice things. It was all with your money. It was all with your money. Confirmation, just got a text on my phone. It was all with your money that your baby daddy was showing you a good time. It was all a setup. Whoever you had kids by. This man wanted to curse your bloodline because his bloodline is cursed. This man know that he plant bad seeds. He know whatever he shoot out of his nutsack is a flop. Like, not only that, and I'm just, that's not for everybody, but I'm just saying, this man knows that his bloodline is cursed. He knows that, it's a 50 or 90% chance that if he impregnates you, you're gonna reproduce him. You're gonna reproduce a mini him. And that was the intentions. This man, your mother, your father was already doing womb magic over you, so you will be subjected to the spell work. So when this man came to you, you will be, easy target. Yeah, your ops thought that their purpose, it was their purpose to make you their target, when the whole time they was the target. The whole time they was the target, right? So let me go ahead and read my little notes, right? Your ops thought it was their purpose to take you out, and the whole time it was your purpose to take them down and take them way to the pits of hell. Yeah, these people, these men, they sought after you. And for a lot of you, these men, they sought after you, even if your family wasn't involved. They knew that they was cursed, and they knew that they came from a cursed bloodline. That's the only reason why they wanted to get you pregnant, to curse your bloodline. And also, they wanted to put spells and do dark magic over these children to control them and manipulate them into being who they wanted them to be. Like I said, many versions of them, right? So even if you get rid of these people, this man feel like he's still in your life. He's still right there. Because he's not giving his children a fighting chance. He knows that his bloodline is cursed. And he's okay with that. These are the generational hood curses that they want to keep going. They want to keep going. They want their legacy to be known. This is what they're known for: doing spell work, prostitution, unaliving people, conning, drug dealers. This is what they want their legacy to be known as. This is what they're praised in the hood for. This is what they're known as. This is what they are respected for. And these are your local baby daddies, your local drug dealers that they call themselves real niggas, and they don't even take care of their real kids. Okay? Let's talk about it. Let's get all the way into it, okay? These people that made you the target, and the whole time they was the target. They was the target. Your ancestors walking them down. Walking them down. Do you hear me? Walking they asses down. Because it was all a setup, who you had kids from. It was all a setup. And keep in mind, these people are 20 years. I keep getting 20 years. 20 years older than you. Your baby daddy probably told you he was 10 years older than you. Girl, I mean, Queen, he's 20 years older than you, baby. He's 20 years older than you. He knew your family members. Your family members sent him in. Okay? Now, because we don't talk about this enough, right? We don't talk about these men that trap. Let me stop calling them what they not. We don't talk about these crash dummies, these clowns, these little boys that trap women. We don't talk about that enough. We don't address that enough. And it's a hood generational curse. Yes, it's a cycle that these men, they went through, and they seen how it broke them. They seen how to this day they grown ass men, 50 and 60 years old, and they never had a father in their life, and they see how bad and fucked up and off they are. So they go and they turn around and they say, yes, this is a part of cursing their bloodline, them not being present for their own seed, right? So we don't talk about this enough. How these men trap these young girls, and it be young girls, young, 18, 19, 20, and this man 30 and 40 years old, and then trap you with a baby and steal your youth. Steal your youth. Let's talk about it. Because who you had kids from, it was all a setup. It was all a plan. Okay? Now let's say you're in a relationship with this person, right? We all grown here, or we 18 and up. Children, get out the room. But my young people and people that have gone through this, let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you, right? Because they need to be in jail for this. They need to be in jail for this. You in a relationship with this person. You think you can trust this person, and, you know, y'all do what y'all do. Y'all have an intimate moment, right? But when you you see this person put on protection, you make sure that this person has protection on. But when you turn around, you turn your body around and you not facing this person. See, this how you know these scandalous warlocks. And this is how they portray you. This is how they portrayed you, and they portray young women. When you turn your back, they stab you in it. They take off their protection, you not knowing, and they impregnate you against your will, and you not knowing. Right? That's what they doing. That's what they've done repeatedly. And let me tell you something. They seek after goddesses like yourself. They seek after chosen women. They seek after anointed women to do this to as a humiliation ritual as well. Yeah, as soon as you turn your body around and you turn your back to this peasant that you're in a relationship with now, they take the protection off and they get you pregnant against your free will. And they do this every time y'all have an encounter. Every time you turn around, they take, and you don't know, because when you get up, you're done. It either get flushed or it go in the trash, and they steady doing that half, so you don't know. But then you get sick. You start getting morning sickness, and like I say, you young, or this could be somebody, you know what I'm saying? It don't have no age on it, but they specifically target young women to steal your life away from you, to humiliate you at a young age. Right? When they need to be in jail for doing this shit. Now all of a sudden you wondering why you sick, because you don't have no business being sick. You wondering why you having morning sicknesses or signs of pregnancy, so you take a pregnancy test, now you pregnant. But let me tell you something. Let me rewind. Let me go back a little bit. Let me pump my brakes. These warlocks, they know once they get you pregnant. They know before you know. I don't know if they can smell it, taste it, sense it, but they know exactly when they made that connection and when it touched down, when you became pregnant. They know before you do. So they go to acting funny with you. They go to acting weird with you. Now all of a sudden they just break up with you, ghost you, leave you. Then let's go back to what I just said. You start having morning sicknesses, and this nigga done already left because he already knew he got you pregnant before you knew. because he's been doing this against your will. Now you contact him, you like, hey, I'm pregnant, don't know how, we use protection, and bam, he got you. Yeah. Now you got pregnant from a clown ass warlocks. Oh, my light went off. Ooh, when I said that, my light went off. Now you done got pregnant from a clown ass warlocks, right? And that's what you telling him. You like, well, I was only with you, but you know, we use protection, but yet it ain't mine. It ain't mine. Not only does he tell you it's not his, he tells the whole world, he tells the whole neighborhood, he tells the whole town as a humiliation ritual, because he know as a child how he got clowned. Come on now, y'all. Y'all know, you from the hood, you know that's the number one out the gate. A bitch coming out the gate flying that out her mouth. She coming out the gate. Whenever you go toe to toe with a bitch in the hood, or you know what I'm saying, y'all arguing, that's the first. Bitch, that's why you ain't got nobody, you ain't got no daddy for your kids. That's the first thing a bitch in the hood gonna tell your ass. Bitch, that's why you ain't got nobody to take care of them kids. Bitch, that's why your children ain't got no daddy. They know that because they was clowned a lot as children for not having a daddy. So now you got these old ass niggas, and then ain't nobody telling these old ass niggas like, damn, you got this young ass girl pregnant. How the fuck she trying to put a baby on you? Young as she is, like, you too old for this. Nobody is telling them that, because listen, the niggas that's not telling him nothing, not telling these warlocks nothing, they mad because you didn't choose they rusty ass. You didn't choose them as a mate, a date, a fling, or a fuck thing. So they not gonna tell the niggas like, you wrong for getting this young ass girl pregnant and you 40 and 50 years old. This girl is only 25 years old. You wrong as fuck for that. They ain't saying nothing. They just sitting back watching you be humiliated. So now you got these old ass niggas clowning you because you done got, because they're believing that you're trying to trap this 45-year-old fucking man. Now you got 3 generations on your ass clowning you by something you didn't even ask for. You didn't even consent to. You didn't even approve of. You never said yes to. So now you got these old ass clown ass niggas clowning you because they feel like you trying to trap this old ass man with a baby, and he's saying it's not his. Then you got these bitches in the hood talking about something, you don't know who your baby daddy is. Then you got the children that's gonna pick on your children and say the same thing. Oh, where your daddy at? That's why you ain't got no daddy. So that's 3 generations clowning you about something you didn't ask for. You was just trying to get you some from your boyfriend. You was just trying to get you some from your little boo thing. You was just trying to get you some from your little thing. You grown. You can do what you want to do with your body. But these men gonna show you apparently not. Even when these are a group of men that want to show you and prove to you, no matter how responsible you be, you're always gonna get the shit end of their stick. Because you didn't tell that man to take the protection off. You didn't tell that man you wanted his child. And now he got the nerve and the audacity after doing this to you repeatedly. See, this is the witchcraft. After stabbing you in your back repeatedly and impregnating you against your free will, this clown ass nigga tell you he ain't the daddy. Not everybody clowning you. You're young. You're beautiful. You should be living your life, traveling, trying new things, exploring. It don't matter. Working, saving your money, doing what,